What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/numot for all your magic card needs. Let's get jumping over pack one, pick one. I was not on speed up there. Ha ha ha. Pack one, pick one, where we have opened O'Hare Tuck, Deepest Foundation. I don't actually think this card is all that good. It's a 6-mana 6/6 Vigilance, which is okay. Generally, you're not going to get too many tokens off of this, and the flip ability is kind of hard to turn on a lot of the times. Yeah, I actually just don't think this is one of the cards you want to take. Pick one, pack one. We have a couple of other options here, and I think the easy choice is just going to be the Staunch Crewmate. My secondary choice would actually be the Cloud Guard, and then the Scout maybe third. But I do not think this card is a bomb. I will say it's decent. A 6/6 Vigilance is huge, but this is not the format I want to be taking that. I want to be taking Staunch Crewmates and stuff, so. I mean, let me tell you right now, if you watched yesterday's upload, I think I'm due for a nice draft. I think we're going to just take Captain Storm here. I don't think there's not another really good consideration. It's funny, had I taken O'Hare, we would have actually gotten the Master's Guide mural for it. But this is just a 2-mana bomb versus like a 5-mana bomb, you know? So, Crewmate into Captain Storm, a Braid in the pack, Guidewing, Kutzil, and the Guide mural. This is a phenomenal start. And hopefully it only gets better from here. Not a great follow-up pack, sadly. The best card I think here is Defossilize, which I could take and try to splash. Or we could just try to take like the Dinotomaton. I think the Defossilize is strong enough to take. Like, obviously, I would like to be leaning in toward red-blue artifact / pirates with this start, but I'm not going to just take a worse card because of that. Yeah, okay. I mean, Lattice is fine. I could take Zawoya. I'm not huge on Monster Store, and there's like a Reliquary here. I think Lattice makes the most sense with what we have. It's good with Defossilize, it's good with Captain Storm, it's good with Crewmate, right? Yeah. Some more. I will be the first to admit, had I taken O'Hare, we would have actually gotten really, really rewarded. I will take maybe the Idol here now. This is so awkward. I think I made the correct first pick, and now we're just getting punished for it. I'm debating here if we still want to just take the Idol versus taking one of the white cards. Man, Captain Storm into Tinker's Tote is stupid strong. You need to have specifically red-blue on turn 2 and then a white source on turn 3, but that would be a pretty nutty curve. I'll stick with our guns for now. Yep, getting a nice pirate hat here. I also like Grasping Shadows quite a bit if we wanted to take another black card. No, this is still just a good start. Easy Hidden Volcano over nothing. All right, we are back in good shape. But yeah, if this was the Arena Open, that's coming up this weekend, the weekend of January 20th, I would definitely just take the Staunch Crewmate over O'Hare every single time, because it's cheaper in this more aggressive format, and it's basically a 2-mana 2/1 draw card, right? We're getting a nice Torch here, 8th pick, and yeah, our deck looks good. Here's hoping we open Poetic Ingenuity in pack 2 or 3. So our original pack is going to come back here. We're not going to get too much of a note, right? It'd be crazy if we wield the Abrade, for example. Ancestor's Aid versus Unlucky Drop. Okay, I mean, these are fine. I think the Ancestor's Aid is all right when you have Captain Storm. Keeps applying the pressure and also creates an artifact, so good value there. I might still end up splashing the Defossilize. if we get enough good targets. I really think this card is best when you have a bunch of land cyclers, or you're playing the self-mill deck, which currently we are not doing either of those things. And like in this style of deck, I don't tend to want to run the land cyclers, so yeah, maybe this is not going to be a play. But I mean, if we get like a breaches or something, so we pick up another hidden volcano, their 10th pick, good. If we get a couple of the like bomby cheap creatures, we'll play them. Hell, I could go like red-black splashing Captain Storm if... Well, we haven't really seen any black signals either. I guess the only thing we've really seen is the early white card signals. But now we've seen not really much after that, because we passed our O'Hare, that's not a signal, but saw Cloud Guard, 2 Reliquaries, a Tinker's Tote. Didn't see any pass or petrifies or anything like that, but all right, and that will round out pack number 1 for us. Perfect. Now we are getting vindicated. Excellent, excellent open here. I would much prefer to have breaches or, excuse me, Poetic Ingenuity, but a Call is another amazing rare. The 5 toughness in the early game is actually incredible. It blocks everything and it fades a bunch of the cheap removal. And yeah, it just turns into a card advantage machine. Passing a Surveyor and an Iceberg NBD. This is great. Captain Storm, a Call. So this really, really wants us to... I mean, not really wants us to, but getting like Cogwork Wrestlers also becomes a lot better when you have a card like this, because it triggers on both turns, right? This is the same thing as Poetic Ingenuity. They trigger on both turns, yours and the opponent's. Chupacabra, best card here, no big deal. We take the Oaken Siren very, very easy. Right now we have the Idol, which can make the artifact on our... Oh, so I guess this is different. Poetic Ingenuity is like casting an artifact, right? Not when an artifact enters. Whereas Storm, or rather a Call, is enter. Same thing with Storm, so a lot easier to trigger those. Tomb Raider here over Compass Gnome. Looks good. Yeah, this is just going to be the classic blue-red pirate artifact beatdown deck. Yikes. Wow. Take Petrify here over nothing. I mean, there are a couple of black cards as well. It's very possible white was just flowing from both directions. Oh, okay. Well, Pickaxe and Favor are both nuts as well. I really like Atali's Favor, but this has just got to be a Pickaxe. It's too good with a Call. It's too good with Captain Storm. If we pick up Zoetic Glyph somehow, randomly, you know, it's going to be garbage or insane with that. There are the Land Cyclers. Like I said, I'm not huge on these in the Pirate Artifact deck, but I don't mind the Monster Soar. 7 mana for the Brine Fang's a little bit expensive, and now I have a little bit of treasure production, so I guess the Monster Soar is like fine, but I would much rather have my curve be 1s, 2s, and 3s. Take a Panicked Altasaur. That's another larger creature. Good reach, literal reach, and damage reach. 8th pick Plundering Pirate is also pretty good. Nice. I would actually consider splashing for another chance here, too. Yeah, the Defossilize is getting a little bit more interesting. Let's see, 1/1 drop, 1, 2, 3 2-drop creatures. Our black-red deck would be really good as well. It's just hard to now lose out on a Call plus Storm. We saw a couple of Zoyas. We saw some deadweights. We didn't see any join the dead. Oh, we saw Chupacabra. Yeah, there's another deadweight, for example. Black would have been good. Our deck is still nice, but black, I think, was the place to be with our red. Compass Gnome also allows us to maybe splash the Defossilize a little bit easier. I mean, this is still good on what? Captain Storm, a Call, the Monstosaur, the Altasaur. Possible. Sentry might be a playable here. Okay, pack 3, the Sanguine Evangelist, another nice white card. Also the Mural. I don't think our white-blue deck would have been amazing, because blue wasn't particularly open. I think it would have been okay, though. This is a really nice pack. Evangelist, Ire, Appraiser, Mural, Siren, Blunder, Hat, Tomb Raider, Join the Dead, Cloud Guard, Frog, Cave. Wow. Infinite playables here. I'm going to take the Appraiser. I do think splashing the Master's Guide Mural would also be a consideration if we wanted to do that instead of like Defossilize. Oh man, I thought that was freaking Zoetic Cavern for us, or Zoetic Glyph for a second. Tarian's Journal could be another one that we splash for. If I don't want to just take on like another Torch or Eaten by Piranhas here. I actually need some more creatures. But we're not going to be taking Cave Worm, and I don't think Hotfoot Gnome is particularly good. I guess maybe the Gnome makes the most sense right now, though. There's an Abrade. More good black. Join the Dead, Zoyoa. Iceberg and Tomb Raider. Let's take the 1-drop over the Berg. Another Dusk Rose Reliquary. I wonder how many we could have had about 2 or 3 reliquaries, but I'm not sure we would have had the ways to really sacrifice them all that well. Pirates over Iceberg, I think, makes sense. Ooh, Ire and Blunder. Yeah, this deck came together pretty well, I think. Take second Gnome versus first River Herald Scout. The Gnome has more synergy. Glyph is nice. Actually, we were missing that, weren't we? That can probably replace the Shipwreck Sentry, which I'm not a big fan of. So super heavy red with more of a splash of blue. The mana base might be a little bit awkward only because with 2 Hidden Volcanoes, I'm only going to be running, what, 7-ish? Maybe 8 mountains, and we have quite a few 1-drop red cards. So there might be scenarios where we have a tapped land turn 1, and we wanted to cast a 1-drop on that turn. Another Tomb Raider on the wheel. Oh, yeah, I think we're playing all of those. What can I afford to cut now? Maybe I just cut the Panicked. Or maybe I cut the Monstrosaur, maybe. And keep the Panicked. Looks good to me. Missing maybe a couple of cards, but... Oh, I guess the Monster makes the Lattice better. Because right now I only have the 1 Altasaur. That's a little bit interesting, actually. I guess I could cut one of the gnomes for the Monstrosaur. So it says we have 9 artifact cards, but then we have a couple of ways to also make an artifact, right? Plundering Pirate makes an artifact. The Ancestor's Aid makes an artifact. So, I mean, I guess it's a little bit low on the overall artifact count. Go 10-7 here. Right. Pretty classic red-blue pirate artifact beatdowns. Got some nice ones. We got Storm, we got a Call, we got Appraiser and stuff. Aggro beats, let's go. And remember, we can't do worse than yesterday's 0-3, so... Buzzing. Where's the 1-drop? No, not for you. For me. That's nice. Compass Gnome here, and we're just gonna grab a regular mountain. Actually, no, we're not. Because I can go Island, a Call next turn, and then we have a bunch of artifacts that we can play after. Dowsing Device, and they immediately left it on top. So they can play the Dowsing Device here, equip the Torch, shoot the Gnome, and hit me for 5. But then we could just idle their River Guide Herald next turn if we wanted to. We're really just hoping they don't have the Huatli's Final Strike, because that's like one of the few things that can deal with my Akalpakal here. Nice, great. Yeah, let's just do this now. I guess we'll take the spell. Little Axe Jaw. Alright, now we can get a little bit aggressive. I guess I still want to keep triggering my... I do want to keep triggering our Call, but going Pirates and tapping down the Axe Jaw this turn looks tasty. But I guess we will go like this. Saving the Siren for another artifact to trigger a Call next turn. Oh, okay, they get to kill my Call now. They're gonna shoot the Tomb Raider, so I'm gonna take 6. That's fine. Captain my captain, huh? But this is a turn I think I need to develop out the Pirates first and stem a little bit of the bleeding. Okay. Nice. I guess I'm gonna go Captain into Appraiser. See if we hit an artifact here. Awesome, we did. So Dowsing Device and 2 unknowns. Ah, they keep drawing removal, man. Sucks. And by that I mean they have 2 removal spells. So do we want to go trade here and then leave them with their Child of the Volcano getting large? I guess I'm kind of okay with that. Wow, we bricked. Jeez. We're not super likely to brick in this deck, but we did. You have a Walk with Ancestors? Is that even worth casting? I don't think it is. I think they should probably cancel and put that in their hand, but sure, that's fine. All right, let's flip our idol, equip our glyph, pickaxe it up, attack for 5 and get a rummage. Good, okay. Our equipment's going to do a really good job of allowing us to keep pressuring and trading and whatnot. They left their Burning Sun's cavalry on top. They want to draw that? Okay. Yeah, these equipment are doing us a solid for sure. Like, they don't want to trade down, but they don't really have an option here. Furthermore, I still have the 2 volcanoes if we want to do that. Alright, so we equip here. Equip here. I guess I might as well use one of these caves. Should have done this first, but no big deal. I could have killed their Child of Volcano as well, but this is still good enough. I probably should have attacked with the Compass Gnome. I guess they're kind of obligated to trade there. Not required to. I know, they would have blocked and then gone to 1. Alright. Well, that'll win. GG. We get a treasure, we give it trample. Alright, nice. A little bit of missequencing there, but hey, wait! 1 game played, 1 win acquired, cannot 0-3. That's what I'm happy about. Let's go to game 2. Come on, baby, let's keep it up. Hand is good. This is one of those awkward scenarios I was talking about, though, where we have Hidden Volcano turn 1, which means I don't get to Raider on turn 1, but it is what it is. Ideally, we find a land next turn. like seeing that. Ooh. I missed 2 damage. Whoops. I don't know what I was thinking there. Just playing my Tomb Raider second main phase because, yes, that makes sense. So pretty obvious they have some kind of trick here since they did not equip their, or rather activate their Seeker of Sunlight. Yep. Nice thing is we can float in response and still re-equip the Pirate Hat to the Tomb Raider. I'm gonna discard the Plundering Pirate here. I think the pickaxe with the Akal Pakal is just a little bit too good. That's not bad as well, but I don't think we keep it. Alright, I'm just going to pass priority. I am very happy with this trade. Wow, deal. Nice. Alright, start getting some extra card advantage here. It's 5 caves on the battlefield. Love it. So they have Cavernous Maw they can animate if they wanted to. Need to be a little bit wary of that. And remember that one turn they held open their their 3 mana off of the Seeker. They might have +3/+3. Yeah. Alright. Nothing I can do about that, sadly. Them being able to kill my Akal there. Pretty bad, I guess. Let's go for the equip. Alright, I have been allowed to go to combat. I'm happy here if they trade with the Cavernous Maw again. I think we're going to discard the torch at this juncture. Oh yeah. Let's just let them block. And if they go for a trick, we now have a braid. Beautiful. Nice blowout there. Let's get another creature on the battlefield. I could go grab another cave, but I don't want to draw that, really. I'd rather draw another spell. And if we do draw another land, we can just discard it to the lattice anyways. We have our monster sword in the graveyard too, so we can turn this into a 6/4. Combat. Loot. Treasure. Do I play around Calamitous Cave-In? Probably. I'm just gonna pass. We're pretty far ahead. I don't want to overcommit into a Wrath. That's fine. Oh, that's lethal. Hit them for 8, and then idle their face. That'll do just fine, friends. Just fine. That game should have been a little bit easier. I messed up on turn 3 not playing my goblin out beforehand and getting in for 2 extra damage. But hey, we're 2-0. It feels good to win. It feels so good to actually win some games. No artifact on turn 2, but this is a keeper, I guess. Because of that, I might actually lead, with, well, no, I don't need to. I was gonna say with Volcano on turn 1, but now that we drew the 3rd land, we can go plunder into Appraiser. Boo! I take it back. Visage of Dread. Snipe in my hand. Yep, taking the Appraiser. To the Scout. Now I have to go with this. Because if they can't kill a Kalpa Call, that is going to bury them in card advantage. Okay. Ooh. Alright. They're beating me down with flyers here. I think I'm going to take the combat trick over the loot. Ay, 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 ay. That's 8 damage in the air now. Okay. Well, that's pretty gross. I'm dead if they can get rid of my Altasaur, and there's nothing I can do about it. If you got me, you got me. Good job, opponent. I don't think there's anything we could have done there. Maybe I guess I could have latticed the previous turn and tried to dig for something, but my deck doesn't actually have that much removal, right? Braid, Torch, Pirates for a tap down. That's good beats, baby. Flyer, Bloodletter, GG. What is this name? Star. Okay. I'm going to keep this hand. If we rip an island immediately, this is great. If we don't, I'm probably going to have to cast Ancestor's Aid just to get the island. Hit him for 4 here. Or rather, not island, but the blue source. Sure. Hey, we hit it anyways. There's also a consideration to not using the treasure so that I could maybe Altasaur the next turn. That's nice. I didn't want to use a braid on that, but drawing the idol makes it an easy pop-off, I think. Alright, and this is where we get brick-walled by a freaking 4/5. Oh, I should have tapped differently. I should have tapped the Siren for the gnome and then be able to hold up a braid here. Oh, we're dead. 4/5 reach, 3/4 reach. I can't beat those. That's funny. My God, it's brutal. Sure. All right, Altasaur. Bring me home. We can give the Altasaur haste end of their turn off of the gnome and then ping them for 2 immediately. I don't mind that. We can just abrade that thing next turn. It's not bad too, but yeah, let's just blow that up. Say go. Okay. Keep panicking here. They've got the bodies, but we're still doing pretty good here, all things considered. Discover 5 now? Sure. Alright. Roll them dice. And they hit a snail! Boo! Alright, so we want a mountain cycle in response. That way the dinosaur still goes into our graveyard. We thin out our library a slight amount as well. We're going to still hold this for lattice, even if they draw another snail and make me discard it, oh well. It's fine. I don't mind taking 6. Pressure continues. I mean, we have them on a 3-turn clock, so... I think we actually want to block with the hot foot. I'm not going to block with my Altasaur, even though it looks good to bounce off the 4 or 5. And this is going to put an artifact in our graveyard to flip the idol. Sure. I mean, I could put it on the Altasaur, but they are currently just dead next turn without drawing something for the Altasaur. Like, I think we just block and make sure we don't put our Altasaur in range of like a deadweight or something. Yep. Desperation. So. This will have me taking 6. Oh, I guess I would get wrecked by a Tithing Blade here too, wouldn't I? Maybe that can't be helped. Yeah, okay. Nice. Woof. That was scary. Their creatures were bigger and scarier, but Altasaur was able just to keep poking in. And the nice thing is, because that was able to pressure them, they weren't able to attack with their creatures earlier. Seems like we might have gotten a little bit fortunate there, but we'll take it. All right. Fighting for our lives here. Nice hand. Nice enough. Torch versus the Tomb. That Dreadmaw's Ire looks like it's going to be pretty good here. The double torch. We'll go ahead and grab a cave. There's the plunder. Torches aren't that good if you don't have a creature. I am pretty happy with that play. What you got? Nothing? Ooh, yeah, and we drew a call. Very nice. I think I lead this turn, though, with the crewmate, since I don't actually have any artifacts to trigger the Akal. That's interesting, actually. I guess the pirates here makes more sense, too. Dang it. Yeah, pretty glad I kept the pirates. Yikes. Well, I guess that's game over. Not exactly how we were expecting to win, but take it, my kids. We will take it. Wow. So they were really banking on that plundering pirate being able to attack and sack their torches, but one little removal spell was all it took, basically. 4-1. He's feeling it. I am questioning this hand, but I am going to keep this hand. It does have an artifact on turn 3. Not having an island is maybe awkward. Not having any removal is maybe awkward. At least it wasn't a mountain that I drew. Surprise, surprise, another red-blue deck. Way too risky to double block there, even though it looks good on the surface. A discarded plundering pirate, scary. Gonna Tali's favor or something weird this turn? Sure. Okay. Let's draw a Kalpakal off the top, please. I guess I'm probably supposed to Compass Gnome and put an island on top, unless I draw one next turn. Because a Seismic Monster Store looks like it might just beat this opponent, given the current state of things. Discarding Waylaying Pirates, too, man. They're discarding some cards I would not have expected. Pirate. Okay, and they're not even leaving up any blocker here. As much as it sucks, I do think we grab the mount or the island. Okay. Maybe they're going to play defensive now. Still a pretty easy attack all for me, I'm thinking. Nice, okay. If their game plan is just to flip their iceberg next turn, that is basically game over because the Ancestor's Aid is going to kind of just crush them. Nice, yeah, that's game over, okay. Oh, they didn't block? Alright, I'll discover 4 then instead of drawing a card. Ooh, baby. Okay. They did have an Atali's Favor. They're hitting the Flail. That's really good for us because they needed a creature, I think. So they can attack for 9 and untap it. They said they're thinking, so I say, your go. No equip. I take 7 then. All right, GG's, we got him. Boom shaka. Boom shaka laka, baby. Phew. Oh my gosh, might I actually rank up? Who is this? Who is this person? Not even mythic yet. That's when you know I haven't been enjoying the limited format all that much. Another one of these hands, huh? Alright. Mono red once more. Hopefully the Wanderglyph can rummage us into some goodies. Oh, perfect, that'll work. Let's lead with Glyph, because especially if I draw another land, we can pitch it away and try to find some more action here. 2-3. A 2-3 of all things. Yeah, I'm actually going to do this now that I drew another land. Ooh, baby. That is a lot of red sources. Tote, I'm okay with this. Holy smokes. That is so many of my mountains. Wow, that's tough. I guess I have to take Captain Storm, it's just too good. The Lattice was actually extremely tempting there too, but especially versus green-white. I think the Captain's the right choice. Sadly, I do not get to trigger Captain Storm this turn, so I'm expecting a final strike on the Storm. But if they don't have that, then we're looking pretty good. That's pretty good as well. They get to sack the Tote and make 2 4/3s. But Pirate Hat next turn allows me to attack with 2 creatures. Because I get to pump up one of them like this, the other like this. Okay. I mean, I assume they have some trick here, but they only get to eat one of my creatures if that's the case. Another Tomb Raider. Yeah, this is like +3/+3 on the Ruin Lurker Bat. It's annoying. Yep. Yeah, and we know they have nothing but spells in their hand. So we're ahead currently, but it would not take very much for them to stabilize. I would be very surprised if they double block this, but if they do, we're actually pretty happy about it, right? Oh, okay. I know, I guess that does make sense because they have so many spells still in their hand. I can see that. Sure. Yeah, not hard to see that they've gotten pretty unlucky here. But you know what? That's Magic, baby. Sometimes you don't hit what you need to hit. There's finally their 4th land. Okay, I mean, that's incredible, but not good enough currently, most likely. Six to activate that, so I don't have to worry about that currently. And they just give it up. All right, GG's. Yeah, I mean, again, they got stuck on land, so we were able to pressure just enough before they could find the lands and get their spells out of their hand. But that's 6-1 now. Hey, we'll take a little bit of good fortune here, and maybe we can even convert it into a trophy. Six and 1, game 8. Let's get it. Good enough. Good enough for sure. turn 2 reverse glyph. Oh, baby, we drew the turn 2 Captain Storm with a bunch of artifacts. No touchy. No touchy one time. No blocks. Oh! I said no touchy one time. Why you touchy? We really need to find a mountain next turn, don't... Oh, no. God, what is this? We drew a mountain of all things? Or an island of all things? Are you kidding? Well, that's incredibly unlucky. Yowza, yowza, yowza. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to abrade the dinosaur there. So they don't get a treasure. Oh, bounce their idol. Jeez, la frickin' wheeze, dude. Well, their draw is incredible. Holy crap. I mean, this is actually not bad. Okay, kill the flail. It's okay to grab a volcano here because I'm going to appraise next turn anyways. Ah, oh, you joking? Another idol? Well, we went from maybe looking okay into seriously. Their deck is kind of gross. Can they brick for one turn? Please. If they draw a land next turn, I think we might still have a small chance here. Okay, that's not the worst. Trade here takes 7. Torch. Attack. Kill the 3/1. Take 3. I'm at 2. Bro, what? Their deck is insane. Their draws were insane. Oh my god. Alright, well. I don't think there was literally anything I could have done there. The one play I could have made, I guess, was not playing Captain Storm on turn 2. And trying to wait until I could also trigger it immediately. But that was rough. I guess, no, maybe, you know what? The turn that I killed the flail with the Dreadmaw's Ire, if I kill their Wander Glyph, I still have a braid and make that... No, I made a few mistakes there for sure. I don't think playing Captain Storm on turn 2 is wrong, but if I Dreadmaw's Ire their Wanderglyph instead of their Flail, that makes them spend 5 mana to flip the Flail, and they might not even be able to equip it immediately. If they do equip it immediately, I lose an extra creature, though. I guess that goes both ways. That's tough. That's tough. Their deck was nuts. Maybe we had a little bit of wiggle room, but one mistake or one small change in decision. Golly. Okay, final boss. This is not a good hand. It's an okay hand. No Captain Storm, no Akalpa Call. I'm on the draw. Don't do this to me. I want to remember what it feels like to trophy. Uh-oh. Worst possible first draw. Actually, I guess Island is the worst possible, but... Okay. I'm okay trading one of the Tomb Raiders for their Scallywag if they would like to. I need to find Pirate Hat or something. I'm drawing way too many lands. I think it's pretty safe to say they have a trick in their hand. I'm just going to attack with the Tomb Raiders, because I don't mind if they use a trick to kill a 2/2. Sure. Better to get that out of their hand now than for my Monstrosaur next turn, I think. Alright, that will be a little bit annoying. Hasty Monstrosaur is actually pretty good here. I do think we're behind. But the Monstrosaur is a fast clock if they don't have interaction anymore. Seems about right. Oh, they went with Discover instead of making a 3/2? Holy smokies. Wow. We might just wipe their entire board here. God, I really want to use this Ire on our Monstrosaur, but I want to make sure we kill Quintorius. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see how they block. This is like best possible scenario for us. We wipe their board. All of their non-land permanents are dead. Oh, that's right. The Saw Blades doesn't die because the ire didn't hit them. We had to use it to kill their... Right, okay, fair enough. Keep the land in our hand for Pirate's Hat. Okay. That's a nice draw. All right, so we get to flip the lattice and give it haste. Trigger our Captain Storm. I think I'm okay trading our Raptor here for their vehicle. Seems fine to me. Ah, this is still a close game. I mean, they have 3 cards in their hand right now. Flyer's actually kind of doing work. I think we're doing this now. It's too good not to. The fact that we push in for so much extra damage and trigger a Culpa Call because we created an artifact is too good. Well, nice to get rid of those, I guess. Nice, let's go. Come on, finish her off. Boom, baby. Whoo! Scary. God. You know how it feels to finally trophy after this string of nonsense. Feels frickin' great. That's how it feels. Frickin' great. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.